All systems go. Cleared for takeoff.
What's up, everybody? Back at you with another weekly edition of some quick hit videos for week 3. Can't believe it's week 3 already. Man, where's the time going? But hey, good times here the first 2 weeks at SHIPIT Nation. All kinds of winners winning all over the place. So make sure you guys check this out here at SHIPIT Nation. But hey, let's break down some quarterback and all that fun for week 3. But hey, before we do so, you guys got to do me a favor. Hit that like button for me. Hit that subscribe button for me over there at the SHIPIT Nation YouTube page. We definitely appreciate that. And then, hey, we got to take a quick second here to give a shout out to some of our sponsors of the show here. And Drafters is still offering that SHIPIT or deposit bonus up to $100 by using promo code SHIT. So get over there and check that out. Still doing weekly drafts per week, just not best ball. So guys can get in there and mix that up. And hey, we got this deal going on, $19. You can try us out for a 5-day trial, get you everything here we have to offer except the Discord. Excellent expert content. We got tools, rankings, projections, ownership projections, and of course the DFS education course. That's worth it alone, the $19. So you guys got to give that a try. All our sports included. So make sure you check that out here. And also don't forget about Run the Sims here. Get you 10% off any membership if you're interested in this tool here. Definitely something here that we've been talking about, actually talking quite a bit about it on some of the showdown shows, if you've been able to catch those. So something here we're able to offer here, you at shipitnation.com. Excited now to take a quick peek here at week 3 in the quarterbacks. We had a few injuries we're going to have to be concerned about. Of course, the main one being Joe Burrow. The Bengals, man, that calf there may keep him out of week 3. We'll have to keep our eye on that as the week progresses here. And then Anthony Richardson scores 2 touchdowns on the ground, ends up with a concussion. He has not cleared yet, so we'll definitely have to keep our eye on Richardson as well. But let's take a quick look here at the over-unders for some of the games here this week. I always like to take a peek at the highs and the lows. The highest is the Chargers, Minnesota, up from 51, got bet up to 54. So the bettors are definitely like a high-scoring game there. Chicago and Kansas City, 48. Denver, Miami sitting at 48, and Atlanta and Detroit is sitting at 46. Now, this is main slate only, of course. Low end, we got New England and the Jets sitting at 36.5. Tennessee, Cleveland, 40.5. Carolina, Seattle sitting at 42.5. As far as team totals go, Kansas City sitting on top, 30.75. Dallas coming in at 2 at 28. Miami, 27.25. Chargers, the same, and Jacksonville, both. All 3 at 27.25. As far as the low end, we got Arizona at 15, Jets at 17, Chicago 17.25, Carolina at 18.25. Now, one thing I do like to pay attention to, just kind of as the weeks go on, I do like to pay attention to the scoring, what the differences is, and what we're looking at here. But one thing I'm looking at this week were rushing attempts. So 11 of the 32 quarterbacks had more than 10 rushing attempts in the first 2 weeks. So we only got a third of the guys. So I thought that was interesting. The most rushing attempts is by Daniel Jones with 22. Hurts has 21, and Lamar has 18. As far as yards go, Daniel Jones, 102 yards rushing so far in 2 games. Lamar has 92. Mahomes and Richardson each have 75. Hurts, 72. Watson and Fields, 67 for Watson, 62 for Fields. Now, as far as touchdowns go, Richardson's got 3 rushing touchdowns already in 2 weeks. Hurts has 2, and there's 9 others with 1. So we only have, 11 quarterbacks, as I mentioned, that seem to be running the ball so far this year. Now, as far as DVP goes, the worst team against the quarterbacks is the Eagles at 32, Chargers coming in at 31, Arizona at 30, Jacksonville 29, Detroit coming in at 28. Now, the best teams against the quarterback, teams you'd probably want to avoid: Cleveland, number 1, Carolina, number 2, Buffalo, number 3, New Orleans coming in at 4, and of course the Cowboys round out the top 5 there. So one other thing here that I did like to look at here, the points scored for top 10 scoring for the quarterbacks this week here. High point total last week, Jones, 31. This is FanDuel, 31.74. Cousins, 30.56. Wilson, 28.92. Hurts, 26.22. And then Goff, 23.92. Now the 10th quarterback, 22.88, which is Lamar. And then 15th, 20.34, which is Love. And then Fields came in at 20th place at 16.74. Now you can see the difference between 10th and 20th place is 6 points. In reality, if you look at the top 5, you have Goff sitting there basically 24 points. You got Lamar and Love sitting there. Love sitting there in 15th place at 20 points. We're only talking a few points difference. So I guess my point is here is I like to pay down for quarterbacks, especially if I feel they have some rushing upside here and or a really good matchup. So we'll have to talk about that here in a few minutes, but just trying to give you, you don't have to jam in that high price quarterback, just get a guy here that's close to get you 20 points. That's really all you need to keep yourself in a GPP. I don't think we're going to see too many 40-point games here this season from some quarterbacks unless we see a lot of rushing involved. So just definitely something to keep in mind. But let's just take a quick peek here at 3 guys that I do have my eyes on for this week now, knowing it's only Tuesday here. But my top play so far this week has got to be Justin Herbert, 8,400 on FanDuel over there against the Vikings. I mean, this game does have the highest over-under, been bet up from 51 up to 54. Vegas obviously expects a shootout. The Charger defense has given up 36 and 27 points, which is basically putting all the game strips into back and forth type play. A lot of scoring going on. So definitely like the Chargers in this situation. I mean, Minnesota's pass defense has been historically something that we've been trying to attack here in the past season or two. So definitely like me some Justin Herbert at 8,400 this week. Now, another guy I'm going with, my hometown guy, that'd be Jared Goff, 7,500 against Atlanta. I mean, hey, Lions got no Montgomery, it sounds. Looks like he's going to be hurt. So I expect Gibbs to get in there. I expect that they're going to prefer to use Gibb a little bit more in the passing game. So definitely like that change here. I think you're going to see Goff drop back and throw a little bit more. Gets a great matchup in Atlanta at home. And at home, Goff has been averaging close to 20-plus points, over 20-plus points in the past season or so. So I think this is a good right spot here for Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions. Now, next guy I'm going to be looking at here, another cheap guy, and that is Russell Wilson, 7,400 against Miami. Now, yeah, Russ didn't cook shit last year, so we're going to look at him this year here. Starting off, so far, pretty decent performance. Had 18 and 308 and 3 touchdowns for 26.92 points over there on FanDuel last week. Also had 6 rushes for 56 yards, showing that he still had some dual capability there. But, hey, he gets the Dolphins, who've given up 51 points in the first 2 weeks. I just think this game here definitely could have some shootout potential, points going back and forth. Definitely like Russell Wilson here this week against the Dolphins. But hey, that's going to do it pretty much for a quick little rundown here of the quarterbacks this week. Leave me a message who you like in the quarterbacks this week. Leave me a message on who you think may be the slate breaker. Hey, if you're right, we're going to look at it. Maybe we'll give a nice little giveaway for participating. But hey, appreciate everybody listening. Make sure you guys join all the shows we're going to have this week leading up. We got Thursday night showdown shows. Of course, we're going to have baseball for you all week, so don't miss out on that. But hey, that's going to do it. Appreciate you guys joining me. We'll check you at the top of them tournaments, and let's ship it.